Hello, my friends. Love spending this time with you, and tremendous effort to get this video out to you today. But you're worth it, and it's worth it. And today I wanted to share some thoughts about prayer and intention, what they have in common, and things that they don't. And intentions are important. You know, they help for you to focus, to really set a goal, and how to follow that vision. But depending on how you set that intention, it can be very, very casual where, I intend to, walk on the moon someday. Which again, would be very loose intention. It might be nice, but odds are I probably won't be able to do it in this lifetime in body anyway. Or a very focused intention of being able to fulfill a promise to yourself or to somebody else. And intentions are very important because with that, it's not just the focus of mind. It is the motivation behind it. And at least for myself, an intention is, at the very least, it is an agreement, and at its biggest strength, it is a promise to myself or to somebody else. So in addition to just the being able to be very clear about what you're trying to accomplish, is going to be your attitude and the motivation behind it. Because in truth, this is going to be the energy of which others and the universe is going to be responding to. Whether you say it or not, it will come out this way. And it's as if a function of karma in this regard. And that's what I find that's very, very much of a shame where, all of us, I'm guilty of it too, we intend to do something, but then we don't stay dedicated. We don't stay consistent with it. And we wander off with 1,000 million things that life will pull us at. And no, so in order to get better with that, just scale it down. When you have intentions, first settle down. What is it you're trying to accomplish? Is this simply a mild agreement, or is it something as strong as a promise to yourself or to others, or it could even be to forces greater than you, which we'll get into prayer into a moment. And with that, following through, having to do your part, being consistent, walking your talk in that regard, and not over committing. That's the biggest thing. And this century loves to have us do that and distracts us so easily with social media, all the demands. So let your intentions be few and simple. Few and simple. Let them be as themes. So one of your intentions can be simplifying your life and beginning to have your life revolve around that. And so with that, I also want to segue into prayer. And prayer includes all of those elements of intention, but it goes a little further. When you deal with prayer, it is asking a divine or sacred force to ally themselves with you in order to accomplish your goals, your desires, and what have you. And much like when you would ask for help of somebody in this world, it depends on your relationship with this sacred or divine being as to the type of response that you're going to get. So if it's very casual, or even worse, everybody hates being used. And that even goes even more so for sacred and divine forces. They're not genies. The universe is not here to serve you like the snap of a fingers. This is a co-creation, mutual respect. And with sacred and divine forces, it is one of, when you ask in prayer, showing gratitude for being heard. It is one of, again, committing yourself to, it could be, say, for example, if you are asking, I'm going to pick an archangel that is very popular, I'm going to say Michael, because I know Michael is pretty popular. Then in order to have Michael help you, Michael, the Archangel Michael, might ask for good works, good intentions. It could be perhaps one of your ancestors, a sacred ancestor, one that has completed the journey to Creator and is coming to help you in some way, to maybe share a teaching story or to live a value of being who you are. So with the idea of prayer, it is consistency, it is the idea of alliance, it is that idea of doing your part. And with that, the focus. And what's interesting is that what's in common is that whether it is intention, and anyone can have an intention, it doesn't matter, you can be spiritual, not spiritual, doesn't matter, or prayer, which again, that connection with the divine, it's that idea that whatever you put forth, there's going to be a response. And how you put it forth is the response that you're going to receive. And one thing that I would say for more about prayer than say intention is that it's more than just about manifestation and creating what you want. The beautiful thing is that when you offer that intention, say, of release, of healing, and you pray that there is, a sacred being, you can ask and it can bring an ease of suffering. You can ask and receive guidance. So it is a way of reaching beyond you. So if you have that intention of reaching beyond yourself, the universe can respond. Again, if you've done good works, again, good karma comes back to you. People, information, resources can synchronistically get in your path, because I don't believe in coincidence. If it is a case where you are seeking healing or guidance, and again, following your intentions, you're also asking a divine force, a god or a goddess, or what have you, then in addition to the synchronicities comes energy, comes different messages and signs, for lack of better words, that help to give you, you're on track, or slow down, or look over here. So that's what I wanted to share with you, my friends, is that it is so important to, number one, breathe. We don't do that enough. And to be adaptable. I have to laugh where a little bit about today, and then a story about myself, where today, I cannot tell you, it was, now I can kind of laugh at it now, but I went to a different place, location, to do this video for you, and busy everywhere. Went to this place, which was a nice park, but usually not visited. Had Indiana with me. Family comes up, okay, hi, Indiana talk. They go off amicably. 3 young people, and I guess they just felt the joys of life, and they were just howling and jumping around. Couldn't do that. Okay, waited, did again. And then finally came this army of, I kid you not, 4 riding mowers, and it was like 2 or 3 weed whackers right around me. And I took it, okay, universe, okay, creator, I guess I'm not supposed to film it here. And it brings me to the point of being consistent. When you're putting forth an intention, when you're putting forth a prayer, you will be tested. There'll be times you'll be tested. I cannot tell you, I was this close today to going, you know what, throwing in my hat. But I didn't. This is too important. I love this time with you. I feel this is too important to get these messages across. So instead, showing good faith. What does this mean to me? I could see the test from the universe and from Creator was that determination, but flexibility. I didn't stay at that location. I got the message loud and clear and came to a different one. So when you're putting forth your intentions, when you're putting forth your prayers, don't expect for it to be, again, I would wish it could be like a Hallmark movie, or a movie where you just snap your fingers, next scene, boom, there it is. That's not the way it goes. When is something going to be very important to you, don't be surprised if the universe, and if you're working with sacred allies, will put different tests in front of you. Say, well, gosh, it's hard enough, Skyfire, why make it harder? Well, I can tell you the value that it did for me today. For me, it made me realize how important, how much this means to me to be able to spend this time with you, how important I feel it is to give these messages and share them with you and with others who would care to listen with us. And it really made my focus very sharp, very sharp, and taught me adaptability and learning a few things that had these speed bumps not happened today, I would not have learned. So when this happens to you, have your moment. Lord knows I did. I'd be a liar to say that I didn't. Have your moment. You're human, right? It's going to happen. But breathe, release the tension as best you can, regroup, pay attention to the messages that are being given to you, and co-create with them. If it comes to a point of tremendous opposition, it doesn't mean that, I'm going to say quit. It could just mean for the moment, pause, reevaluate. Is what you're asking for in balance? Is the timing correct? And is your guardian spirit and those who are around you trying to say, wait for a better time? So it requires perseverance. Again, patience, yes, but patience I find to be passive. Perseverance is a very dynamic thing. It means being sharp. It means paying attention, being present, so that you can act at the appropriate time with the proper strategy. So with this, my friends, as always, I love spending this time. As I said to you, I realized today how important this was because I was bound and determined to have this video happen. Please, again, be consistent and clear in your intentions. Be devoted and open-hearted and generous in your prayers, and you will find that as you move forward, that the universe and your sacred allies will apply themselves to your cause. If it is in balance, they will come with you with open hands as your heart is open, and with protection as well. And that's part of the idea of sometimes having you to wait or to look at things differently. So if you haven't already, I thank for those of you who have subscribed. I can't believe I'm close to 500 viewers. I'm hoping to reach that goal before the end of this year. And if you have already, I thank you. If you haven't, I beg of you, please subscribe. Hit that bell icon so you can be notified when the next videos are coming out. And so until the next time, I give you so much thanks for being here with me. Wanishi, and bright blessings.